Ladies and gentlemen, my name of course is Open Potato. Welcome back to Modded Factorio. And yeah, this is pretty cool because it's very much like Tekkit, and of course I did like Tekkit. Unfortunately, it looks like we may not be gathering any power in our accumulators because we just do not have enough solar panels. So we are going to try and solve this energy crisis as soon as we possibly can. We need rare earth to create rare earth magnets, and that is something that we can actually do right now. And obviously we want to be storing up power overnight, because who doesn't want to be storing up power overnight? I mean, that's just pretty essential. You've got to do it. And as soon as we've got electronics, I will be very, very glad, because that means we can get smart inserters, and smart inserters will allow us to up our copper production, not significantly, but a little bit. And you know, that's all we really need. That's all we really need, just a little bit. Ooh, just a little bit more. Yep. Nice song reference there. We need more copper. We need a heck of a lot more copper. We need a lot more copper. Yep, that'll do. There we go. There we go. Still not charging, so we've still got enough. We've still not got enough power. Obviously the replicators take up a heck of a lot of energy. A heck of a lot of energy indeed. So obviously it is by far preferable to use actual mining to use them. Let's cap that off at 1. Yeah. You are out of copper. You are probably a lot of electricity. Yeah, so as you can see, it's very preferable to actually use traditional methods of mining rather than the replicators. The replicators are just handy when you're in a little bit of a tight situation, and producing wood. When you're producing wood, they're pretty much essential. Okay, smart inserters have been researched, so we can actually go ahead and build them. We need to unlock fast inserters. Bloody heck. Bloody heck. Okay, well, let's do this. It's only 20. It's only 20 flasks. Let's get on that, guys. Let's get to work. I've got 2 copper plates. That's all I can offer you. Oh, goodness me. If we put them all back in there, will it? No, it doesn't. Yeah. This is a pretty serious state of affairs. We just don't have enough copper coming out. We also don't have the power. We have no power at all, because we just don't have the copper. Let's think about this. Put that there. Let's set this up a little bit differently. Okay, let's remove that. We only have 1 furnace. We need a second one, obviously. In fact, we'll probably need about 3. That will go there. I want to be as efficient with this use of copper as possible. And that can go there, actually. Yeah, that's fine. We cover almost every square of copper using this method. However, will all the furnaces fit? It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. I'm not entirely sure if they will. Okay, let's see. We're gonna need to output there, and output there. Yeah, that should work. That should work absolutely fine. Okay. Screw that. Get rid of that. And there we go. Awesome. If we can just power this, then that should work absolutely fine. In fact, no, it won't. Of course it won't, because we actually need to choose what we want to refine before we actually do it. I don't even know if that makes sense, but what I mean to say is that we'll need to mine everything up separately before we process it. So this is probably a good time to do that. Well, that can stay there. That can stay there. We're actually going to have to move away from the traditional model that we've previously used. And we will instead have to have a off-site processing plant somewhere else. Well, we're mining up copper now, which is good, but this place will mine up iron ore, I think, as well, so we need to be prepared for that. Okay, that goes there, and that goes there. Perfect. So we are definitely mining copper. We are definitely mining copper. I know this, but at the same time, we need to be mining other stuff as well. So my question is, where are we going to put the bank of furnaces that we need to supply all this copper? I think if we created, let's put this down so we can actually continually process copper now. There we go. So yeah, it does mine up other resources other than copper. So that's something that we've got to cater for. And, you know, obviously we are going to cater for that. Now let's think about where we actually want to process this copper. I think if we go up here, and we have a couple of nice inserters, very nice inserters indeed, and they will go into an electric furnace, or 2, or 3, or however many it is. There we go. Boom, boom, and a final one there. Perfect. Then these will output to here, and I want to buffer this. I know it probably doesn't make a fig of a difference, but I still want to buffer it anyway. I also want some wood from here. I know it's gonna be even more electrically demanding or whatever, but I still want the wood. Okay, I want to buffer these things. Because, you know, I think buffering is probably a better way to future-proof our sort of factory. So that is definitely something that I am interested in doing. Okay, pulls over here, and some more. Fantastic, thank you very much. And we output again onto a belt over here. You know, I swear that some of this has got to be worth it. Okay, there we go. And that will go onto this belt here. I want it to be on both sides, but it doesn't really matter. There we go. That's fine. Yeah, it doesn't really matter which side of the belt it's on for now. Okay. Good. Now we are going to take that. We are going to stick that into the red science factory over here. And hopefully that should be a decent number. We are going to need a bank of inserters. I'm actually going to use pretend green inserters for the moment. Okay, let's think about this. Okay, so obviously we're going to have all of the materials, so come down this belt. So we're going to have quartz, we're going to have, oh, I don't know, whatever that is, tin. We're going to have quartz, tin, and copper coming down this belt. We're going to want inserters here to take the copper off the belt. We're going to have a bank of 5 because, in fact, no, we're going to have a bank of 4. And we're going to move it back along one because I've got a very strong plan about what this should look like. There we go. Okay, that's fine, that's there. And then we're going to have belt that runs here. Oh, is that going to fit? That is going to fit. That's perfect. And that's going to go there. So hopefully, there we go. Beautiful. And that goes there. That's fine. All this is just temporary, by the way. So that is going to take the copper off and stick it on these belts, and it's going to run up here. And the rest is going to, I don't really know, actually. I don't really know what we can do with copper or not copper. What am I talking about? Quartz or the other stuff. So we might as well have a bank of a couple of inserters here, and I need more wood. I don't need more wood. What am I talking about? There we go. I just need more chests. And these inserters will have the sole job of taking the rest of the trash off the belt. Well, that would be a little bit more perfect if we made it like that. There we go. So yeah, these inserters will have the job of taking the trash off the belt for now until we can actually find a proper use for it. That's pretty much the plan. Okay, let's see if we can get any more copper. Copper, please. There we go. Perfect. And if we can do that, then we can take the copper plate. This one singular copper plate, and stick it in there. We're still producing them. We're still producing them. We've actually got we've got quite a lot of science packs backed up at the moment, so that's pretty nice indeed. It's always good to have that sort of redundancy. That's what we like to see, and something that I would want to sort of continue through the entire series. And I feel that by introducing these wooden chests as sort of a buffer, we will constantly have copper being produced, even if there's no space on the belt, which I wouldn't anticipate there will be, because of the amount of resources that we're going to want to use. I say use, I mean, you know, actually have on the belt. We're almost finished with logistics, so thank the Lord, because we need it to be done, and we need it to be done soon. We're still... I'm not surprised, right? You know, whatever you call them, electric replicators may be overpowered slightly, well, probably a lot actually. But you know, they do cost a lot of electricity to run, so that's the sort of trade-off that you're making. We finished it. We finished it. Let's well, we can pick something else to research in a minute. Oh wow, looks like we can get road networks as well. That is pretty awesome. What do we want? Optics. Let's research optics, purely for the sake of, you know, me being a YouTuber and all that. I actually want you guys to be able to see what's going on. But now, let's get some smart inserters on the go. Fantastic. Great. And we want you to filter... Oh, lordy. Lordy, look at all the materials. Goodness me, that is ridiculous. Well, spoilers, I guess. What do we want? We want you. Yes, we want copper plates, and we want to copy that and paste it across all these machines. So now we should have 100% confidence in linking these bits of belt up, and everything should work. No, in fact, no, it's not. No, it's not going to work, because we need copper ore instead. That was very, very daft of me. Very, very daft of me. It's only copper plate once it's being processed. What am I talking about? Absolute nonsense. Fingers crossed we have enough electric demand satisfaction to actually transfer all of these pieces of ore across. I'm hoping that that's the case anyway. We've never really needed these two, but you know, as I've said, it's good to have that redundancy in place. You know, I would rather have that redundancy in place than, you know, not have it. That's just the way it is. And now we are outputting a metric ton of copper, which is lovely to see. It is very, very nice to see indeed. It's not going to be enough, I'm afraid, but it is a start. It is a start. The radar is busy at work looking for more appropriate places to mine copper. Why is this coal mine run out of coal? Because it has. Well, that's just the way things are sometimes, eh? Let's put you in there, and let's stick you in there. Perfect. And we'll take both of you. And do you guys need filled up? No, you don't. You've still got loads and loads of stuff left. And you're doing a pretty good job of mining quartz and rare earth for me. Good on you. Good on you, guys. Okay. Yeah, so I would say that we are very comfortably in a very comfortable situation. Optics research, that was done in no time at all. No time at all. Alloy processing, a metal mixing furnace. Goodness me, this is exciting. We actually need to start thinking about aliens pretty soon. Let's, well, what do we want to go for? Capacitors, I presume these are important. Clean power infrastructure, that looks pretty cool. Solar panels, they probably produce more power than the current solar panels we have. Oh wow, look at all this. A tungsten axe, that is freaking awesome. Although it requires blue science packs, so that's not something we're going to be investing in quite yet. A flame-throwing turret. Oh, goodness me. Well, let's research this gun turret because we'll need it sooner rather than later. And we are, you know, I'm pretty happy with the way that this factory is looking. This factory is looking darned awesome, if I do say so myself. How is the iron production going on over here? We barely need any iron, which is actually a really nice change, because in the base version of this game, you tend to need an absolute metric truckload of iron, whereas we haven't been nearly as dependent on iron as you usually are. So good, we're not running this electric replicator now, which is nice to see. Fluorite. I have no idea what this is. This is from a mod called Uranium Power. Oh, that is scary. That is scary indeed. But it looks like we're mining a fair bit of copper. A fair bit of copper indeed. Can we actually up that amount of copper? Build a couple more of these. Perhaps we stuck a couple of mines down here or a mine there. It's not really a great sized copper field, is it though? It's really not. It's really not what we're after. Yeah, okay. We need more power. We need to sort this power situation as soon as possible. Okay, here it is. Solar panels. We need copper. What a bloody surprise. Copper is the limiting factor on this playthrough so far. I'm not complaining though. I'm just gonna get on with it and get down to business, sort out the problems. Got a couple of extra solar panels here. That was remarkably quick, wasn't it? What do we want to go for? Underground belts, long underground belts. They could be pretty useful. Walls. I think walls we're gonna research just because, you know, they're frickin' walls, and the aliens will be coming if we don't stop them. So that's why we're doing it. What was I gonna do? I was gonna place some more solar panels, wasn't I? That's indeed what I was gonna do. Okay. That's it. We have no more solar panels. Well, that's all, folks. No, all jokes aside, we need a lot more power. We need a lot more power. Because it's still not enough to actually fulfill our demand. I guess there's only really one solution, and that is to sort of invest in boilers and offshore pumps and stuff. Well, we're charging up stuff now, I suppose. But that's a small consolation. I sort of want to stick to green power for as long as we can, because that will sort of keep the aliens at bay. And we won't have to really worry about it. I don't know. How are we doing in terms of days? Have we got lots of days left? We've got 5 days left of 100% daylight. That's what we like to see. We need more copper. We absolutely need more copper. What we could actually do is, if we wanted a little slight boost in copper, we could actually build an electric replicator. And I know you're going to be like, oh, what are you talking about, Orbital Potato? You've literally got no power. And I would say, you know, yeah, you are completely right. But if we can get more copper up and running, then that may solve our power problem. And it may not solve it forever, or it may not solve it completely, but it is still a step in the right direction. Okay, let's also get this online so we can actually have just a little bit more copper. That's not good enough. There we go. We want it to come up there. And link in there. Perfect. Do we have any electric poles? No, we don't. But that'll do. That's good. We only need a couple. Okay, so we should now be having a little bit less of a massive copper shortage, but still a little bit of a copper shortage, which is not great, I will confess, but no matter, we will soldier on. We will power through, and we will solve the problem. And you know what? I think we made good progress. I think we're in a very comfortable situation. Maybe not in terms of power, but in terms of everything else, I think we're in a very comfortable position. Okay, what are you telling me? Gold processing? No, I don't want any of that. I would like electrolysis. I don't know what that does, but I'm sure it'll be very, very fun indeed. Let's think about energy. Let's talk about energy. Oh, what a surprise! We need bloody copper. Isn't that a surprise? Let's get some boilers. I'm not entirely sure if the boiler is if each boiler is I'm not sure entirely. I'm not entirely sure if the ratio of boilers to engines is going to be the same. I hope it will be. I hope it will be. I mean, what was it? 14 to 10? No, 1 to 14 to 10. That's pretty much what it was. This is actually really interesting. Primary steam engine, secondary steam engine, and tertiary steam engine. Basically, if your primaries aren't supplying enough power, the secondary steam engines will kick in, and if your secondaries aren't supplying enough power, then your tertiaries will kick in. So that's a really sort of cool way to make sure that your factory remains somewhat green. I've just gone ahead and produced a whole bunch of primary things because, you know, we need them. We also need stone. We need stone and wood to build some more boilers. Why on earth do we need wood to build boilers? That does not compute. That does not compute. Where do we get stone from? Stone we get from up here. Take half of that. Put half of that back in so it doesn't waste as much power. And boilers, we just need wood now. We need wood. Can we take some wood from here? We can build one before we need more copper. Bloody fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. We got 1 iron pipe bonus. That was probably from the cursed crafting. We need more stone. Goodness sake, what is with this this heavy demand on stone? It does take 21 stone to actually build a boiler, so that's probably why it's so costly. Oh well, no matter. We will soldier on. We will survive. We will get on with it. We will live. Okay, let's get some coal. Whoa, Jesus. Jeez. Okie doke. This is a problem. Okay, well, I think they've left a big blood stain that is sort of a little bit annoying, but hey ho. Where did they come from? Is there a biter nest up here? I don't really know. The pollution must be reaching them somehow, so we need to think about defenses, and we need to think about defenses pretty soon. What is that? Bauxite. Isn't bauxite the actual ore that you get iron from? I don't know. And I don't know where these aliens are coming from either. Which terrifies me even more. Well, what can we do about that? We can build 1 turret. Of course, we do have a chronic copper shortage. There is a big field of copper up there, which is somewhat nice. There is a field of copper over here, which I have been meaning to check out for about 1,000 years. How convenient is that? We did actually get a gun turret bonus, which is very, very good, in fact. We're just going to place our 2 gun turrets up here, and let's stick some ammo in them. Come on. I know we should really be constructing ammo all the time automatically because it's the right thing to do and it's clever and whatever. But I don't care. I don't care. Okay, let's plug that gap with that. That's fine. Well, you know what? That could have gone a heck of a lot worse. That could have gone a lot worse. It didn't. We escaped very, very lightly. That is no excuse for complacency, I know. But at the same time, I am glad. I am very, very glad that, you know, the entire base wasn't destroyed by some bloody biters. Copper is not really much of a problem anymore. What were we going to build? What were we going to build with all our limitless supplies of copper? I can't really remember. I can't remember at all. Was it more boilers? Oh, we need a boiler system, don't we? Where do we want that to be? Goodness me, I don't know. I feel down here. What is this? What is that? That is another lava pool, and that's our base over there. I have no idea what that does. That's something to do with the cursed mod. This is the little copper patch. That is very, very little. It's pretty darn insignificant. I think that our sort of power area is going to be over here. That's my executive decision. We're going to have the coal mine up here, and it's going to be transported over here, and it's going to be all over here. This entire area is going to be filled with engines. But you know what? We're going to do that in the next episode, because for now, ladies and gentlemen, my name's been ObbyPotato. I hope you've enjoyed watching. This has been the tech kit of Factorio. A whole bunch of mods installed, and some of them might be overpowered, but you know what? I'm gonna try and play fair. I'm gonna try and play fair. If electrolysis would complete, that would be delicious. Delicious in the term of very, very exciting. That repair pack was absolute trash. Well, I suppose Oh, we did just finish electrolysis, which does give us something. It gives us an electrolyzer and water electrolysis. So how exciting is that? We'll definitely explore that in the next episode, along with setting up a massive power sort of system. But for now, my name's Uranium Potato. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.